What's going on, guys? It's Tater Streams here with another daily dose of YouTube, brought to you by www.gg. Use my code TATERHATERS to get yourself some jitters-free energy by W. This shit's good, guys. I'm not gonna lie, and you get 10% off my code, and I get a kickback, and we all win. If you don't want to, you don't got to. It's not a big deal. Anyway, you know what we're here to do? We're here to fucking react to some YouTube videos, and a lot of content, whole lot of content. Not gonna lie, probably the best content on YouTube. We're gonna react to it. We're gonna watch it. A lot of video games. I like video games. I hope you guys do too. I mean, that's why you're here, right? So let's get into it with a little bit of my $5,000 euro
My
house.
5,000 euro house is in a terrible location.
It may be beautiful
It
out
is.
here, but the first thing that happened to me this morning was I got stuck.
I didn't even get
In his
close.
driveway? The millionth time
Then
that's
I fell
happened.
into the ditch trying to reverse down the hill. I had to call in a neighbor to pull me out
Yeah.
with their Jeep.
Hey!
He needs
So
a
I
four-wheel
drove
drive
around
car,
to
man.
the top of the hill
He
and
really
met up
does.
with my neighbor Chris and his friend Tomislav.
This is very cinematic with the leaves falling and everything.
That is beautiful, yeah.
I drove into town and grabbed a quick delivery to bring down. And you know what they were doing? Staining the deck! More staining!
This is
Forever!
still going
and
on?
filling in these gaps up at the top of the roof. That involves cutting the wood at very specific angles, planing,
The habitual
sanding,
mic bump.
and putting them into place. After fitting them in on both the low and the high sides of the deck, it was looking pretty good, actually. As if it was our
Staining
plan to do
game.
this all along. Have you guys ever heard of the 80-20 rule? Right now, this deck lives in that
Is that like the money rule? Like, I know of the 80-20 money rule, but there's also like a 70-30 rule and like a 60-40 rule. Like, there's a bunch of them.
space. The first 80% of a project takes 20% of the time.
Ah,
the last
that,
20
that one. Yeah, it's like the setting up takes like 75% of the project time, and then the other 25% is actually doing it.
20% of the work takes 80% of the time. Stable.
Dude, they are risky over there. They fucking do some
man,
sketchy
that's a nice
shit.
print.
It wouldn't fly
That's
over here in America.
brilliant. I would like to paint something right there. I don't know, a symbol or a flag or something. Comment below what you think it should
Be
be.
pretty cool, dude.
Then night came,
It's
I
your
set
place.
up a few lights and decided that I was going to do a little bit of barbecuing.
I can break a stick.
But there was just one problem.
Cooking is scary.
Things can go wrong.
This is taking too long.
Wait, no.
With my personal and technical cooking challenges, I'm just glad that Vegeta exists. It's a seasoning that the locals put on everything. I couldn't imagine cooking without it.
It's MSG. The secret ingredient is MSG. It makes everything better. It's in every time you go to a Chinese restaurant, Chinese buffet and stuff like that, MSG. They load it with that shit.
It just saves every meal, no matter how good or bad. And with new flavors like smoked and sweet chili, it adds a lot of variety.
Vegeta really does make everything better. First thing the next morning, I had
Vegeta
new
make it
visitors,
better.
Deon and Lyubo. They were here to help me finish the attic once and for all by putting some beautiful
Finally,
tiles on this
dude.
floor. After spending
Like, it looks good. Like, the drywall finally, like, matching and everything in there. The paint, the sky paint, and then like, these wood walls, which he spent way too much money on, but it looks good. He needs some floor.
a long time getting the floor clean, we found that it wasn't so level.
Oh,
But
not
they told me
level.
that they had a solution. They were going to prime the floor and start filling it with all of this filler stuff. This was the first coat. They're going to have to do a lot more.
Dude, I watched guys do that at a job that I was at, and literally, like, the floor dropped down like an inch and an eighth. So they had to like put so much like concrete down to level it out.
And we set our sights on cleaning up the rest of the house so we could put tiles there too.
You-
Starting with the top balcony,
Oh, it's gonna look beautiful.
then the bottom balcony, and then the basement, which was so messy that I had to bring in my neighbor Mario and his son Eric to help me clear it.
I love how
I'm in
everybody
desperate
helps
need
him,
of a
dude.
storage
Good
building or
community.
a shed or anything. Though the basement was looking good, all of the stuff had to go out onto the deck. Finally, my neighbor Patrick helped me load up those tiles and drive them to the top.
Wait a minute. Not Igor, not like Vanka or Victor, Patrick. That's the first time I've heard like an English sounding name on this entire series, and we're like 65 episodes in.
Top of the trail. His quad was the only one that could make it up in this kind of mud. Follow this page to see what happens next.
Dude, I am. It's good.
So here's a little something that drives me absolutely insane about the thumbsticks on just about every single controller. Now this is no secret. Within a few minutes of intense playing, your thumbs are slipping off the thumbsticks. For instance, no grip. Well, earlier this year, I decided to start using the Control Freak No Slip thumb grips. And these
He went to TwitchCon with his son, and his son gave out a bunch of them. Like, I have no problem with that. Control Freak's pretty good company, dude. I think of Game Freak a lot when I hear that name, though. That makes me think of Pokemon.
things make a world of difference. For example, no slip. And since then, they have been living on every single controller that I use. So let's take a look at the newest release by Control Freak, the Galaxy Gamer Pack.
It's cool, dude. I don't know. Like, I think, like, oops. I'm knocking shit over. I feel like the PlayStation controllers, these sticks are pretty good. I feel like these are good enough. Now, the Switch, on the other hand, the Switch's sticks are fucking so small. The original Switch. The sticks on that are so small, like they're trash, dude. Like they're really bad. So I would totally put them on that. I need to start playing some Switch on the channel. Comment below if you want to see me start streaming some Switch games.
Dying to get my hands on these. And inside here, you will actually find 2 different sets that I use when playing just about every first-person shooter. And that would be the FPS thumbsticks, because even though my looks are improving with age, my aim is not. And these FPS thumbsticks are
Holy fucking shit. What the hell are those? Oh my god. No. Ugh, brother. Ugh, no. What are those, dude?
FPS thumbsticks are just the thing I need. You see, your right thumbstick sticks up substantially higher, which gives you more
Compensating for
precision
something?
and throw in your aim. And the left thumbstick even gets a height boost, which gives you a little more precision in your movement as well. Not to mention the extreme grip that these FPS thumbsticks provide.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying. Tater's not trying to be a hater, but those are ugly, dude. Those are some fugly looking controller grips, man. No, man, I can't play on that.
And in case you're not playing a shooter and you don't want to use the extended thumbsticks, the Galaxy Gamer Pack also comes with these fantastic thumbstick grips.
I might try those. Those seem kind of
every
cool.
single one of my controllers. And yes, in case you were wondering, they do come in a variety of colors as well. The Control Freak thumbsticks have absolutely become my preferred way to play. And if it sounds like something that you might want to check out, I highly suggest the new
do for the
Galaxy
Switch.
Gamer Pack.
That's
now
probably it.
available
The Switch
on
needs them.
controlfreak.com. Or you can use the affiliate link in my link tree, which does
I noticed they're on like all the Xbox controllers in the Switch, but they're not on his 8-bit do controllers.
support me and the channel, if you're into that sort of thing.
This is definitely one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard. Actor Tom Hardy was working on a film about the life of one of the most violent
Charles
men
Bronson.
in England's history.
My name's Charles Bronson.
The prisoner, Charles Bronson. To better portray the character, Hardy kept in regular contact with the real Charles Bronson. During one of their conversations, Tom Hardy was going through a rough patch in his love life. What he never could have expected was that this brute would give him life.
Yeah, Charles Bronson is an insane, has an insane life story, dude. He's like one of the most violent prisoners in, if not the most violent prisoner in Great Britain of all time. Dude, he's been to like 16 different prisons or something like that and like tried to escape or has escaped multiple times, dude. Like, it's crazy.
Life-changing advice. Watch this.
Pick up the phone at 6 o'clock. He goes, "Oh, gotcha. I fucking gotcha, ain't I?" I said, "Charlie." He goes, "Hello, mate. How you doing?" I go, "I'm good." He goes, "What's going on?" And I thought, and I just split up with my girlfriend at the time. And I thought, well, do you know what? I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to fucking tell him straight because, you know, break the ice. You know, I'm in a bit of a bad way at the moment. He goes, "Oh, yeah, what's the matter?" Yeah, I said, I'm just not, I'm just not comfortable, you know, and I'm saying goodbye to somebody that, you know, that I really love, and I'm not happy, I'm not in a good space, and he goes, right, he goes, "Tom," but yeah, because do you remember the floods? Or Oxford? He goes, "Yeah, the floods, do you remember the floods?" So, yeah, he goes, "Do you remember that boy who got his foot stuck in the grate and the river kept rising, and he kept rising, and he kept rising, and eventually they tried to get him out, but he drowned." Well, well, that wouldn't have happened to me. Right? He goes, do you want to know why? I went, yeah, sure. He goes, because I'd have said, cut it off now. Tom, what I'm trying to say is, right? What I'm trying to say is, son, is sometimes, yeah, you've got to cut a little piece of yourself off, yeah, no matter how much it hurts, in order to grow.
That is beyond good advice. That's borderline spiritual. You got to cut the bad fruit off for the tree to flourish, right? So for you to grow, whatever it is, like mentally, physically, spiritually, wherever like you need to grow in your life, if you have to get rid of something like stock and trade, you wouldn't keep something on the shelf that is not like moving, that's not going anywhere. No, you replace it immediately. Stock and trade. You wouldn't hold on to something that isn't working. Like a storekeeper or a shopkeeper is not going to keep something on the shelf. No, you get rid of it immediately and replace it with something better. And that's the way you need to be with like mental growth, with spiritual growth, with any type of growth. You need to be that way. You need to be able to cut it off no matter what so you can move forward.
Yeah, in order to move on.
Hey man, I have $400 for a gaming PC.
Hello, Zach.
Whoa, where's Zach with a K? I ordered one with a K.
Jared let me in. Let's build you a PC for a CPU, AMD Ryzen 5 3600.
Not a 2600?
It's a $20.
Epic. That is an epic CPU, man. Legendary CPU, the 3600. That's what I have in my old PC. That's when this one behind me is. That's the exact one I have.
Difference, and it has better performance.
Oh, all right, that's fair. What about the GPU?
Easy, an RTX 2060 or an RX 5700 XT, which has better FPS per dollar.
And 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Nice, what else?
Motherboard, I'm thinking a B450M from Gigabyte.
Love me a jijibitty board.
Sure. Memory,
DDR4,
Yeah,
right?
YOLO.
What?
16 gigabytes of YOLO, DDR4, 3200 at a minimum, but
I disagree a little bit with Zach here. Because I think in like 2025, no matter what, you should be getting 32 gigabytes of RAM. But he's talking about like sub like $400 PC price range. So, yeah.
preferably 3600 or higher.
All right, we're almost done. Storage, power, and case.
A Pivia Prestige 600 watt power supply, a NeTAC 1 terabyte NVMe, and a Montech X5M Black.
Whoa, we're just over 400. Not bad. Wait, cooler.
A Pivia Prestige 600 watt
No,
power
no,
supply.
we need a cooler.
Oh, right. Gamma A40 ARGB BK.
And what can I...
There's nothing wrong with getting fucking an air cooler. That's exactly what's in that PC. Dude, seriously. And it plays everything. 1080p plays everything.
BK.
And what can I expect to see on this?
144 FPS on Fortnite at 1080p, 67 on Cyberpunk at 1080p and medium.
Nice. Hey, what'd you do with Zach?
He's showing up right now.
Man, something feels off about this PC. Yo, what's up? Yo, Sheed. Yeah, I just built this new PC, but I don't know. It feels like it's not getting the performance that it should be. Any tips? So that could be due to a lot of different reasons, but let me give you the top 3. First, you should enable XMP or Expo to overclock your RAM so that it reaches its fastest speed.
In the BIOS.
To do this, boot into your BIOS and look for something like DRAM profile and make sure it's set to XMP or Expo. This could boost your performance from anywhere between 5 and 15%. Now, this second one may seem obvious, but make sure that your display settings are set to the highest refresh rate possible. Right-click on your desktop, go to Display Settings, and then go to Advanced and make sure to set that number for refresh rate to the max. And last,
I have that, and right now I have like my screen that you're watching is on like the second monitor, which is like the 1080p monitor, and it has to be on this because we're watching it at 1080p in 60, I believe. Oh, yeah, premium enhanced, so we'll put it on enhanced right now. But if I put it on the other screen, it literally comes through choppy and not smooth.
Lastly, you should definitely make use of DLSS or FSR. Depending on the game, these upscaling features will give you a good boost in performance without degrading the quality too much. Inside your game, go to the graphic settings and search for DLSS or FSR and set it to quality, balanced, or performance depending on what quality you want to go for. And don't worry, this won't increase your input lag because this is different from frame generation.
Being comfortable laughing at racial jokes is peak male friendship. What's this?
Do it in your words.
I'll do it in my
This is good.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Because the Japanese speak from a diaphragm. Deep down diaphragm. Japanese speak like a little smile. Maybe not like that entirely. All right, moving on.
It's good.
Guess hold on, no.
Oh, wow.
You doing Asian accents, dude?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hurts my feelings.
It's impressive.
Okay. And I don't want you to do it anymore.
You heard it here first.
I have a voicemail. Holy shit.
You have.
I love it, dude. I love that they can make fun of each other and it's just back and forth banter and they have fun and they know, like, hey, we're homies at the end of the day. Like, I still love you. We're just doing this as like a fun thing. And like, you can make fun of me and I can make fun of you. We can laugh about it, disagree about it. At the end of the day, like, we know it's a joke.
I have one new voice message from your mom. Bobby mom. To accept, press 1.
Oh, fuck, 1.
Boop. Bob, I'm in prison. I go away for a long time. Love you. Boop. My mother's very pretty.
She's a beautiful woman.
Unlike your cross-eyed mother.
Well, you don't have to fucking get...
Damn.
I'm not Bobby mother. I'm
I gotta, like, look up. If there's your footage of, like, Bobby's mom, like, is it that bad? Is it as bad as Andrew says? Or is it, like, this is just, like, the running gag that they do, the running joke where they just make fun of Bobby and his, like, his family, his nationality.
Bobby mom.
How did your dad die?
Choked on a piece of kimchi.
Oh. No wonder he's racist.
It was awful to watch.
Yeah, he was there. He wouldn't do the Heimlich or anything. Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I thought he was saying I'm joking because we were just fucking around the whole time we were eating dinner.
Man, I think this shit is so fucking funny,
Peak
bro.
friendship.
This is great.
Even as a PC builder, buying a console for gaming has a lot of benefits, which I've always talked about. But here's one thing where PC objectively wins and...
Okay. We got the scale. 480p, 720, which really isn't HD, and then 1080, which is real HD, and then 1440p, 2K. That's what I game in right here. 4K, can't do it, dude. Don't have the fucking monitor. Don't have the CPU power. My GPU pretty good though.
wins, and console gamers probably don't even know about this.
He's gonna talk about the upscaling. Like Sony has like PSSR or PISSR, as it's been dubbed by the community, because everybody has like their upscaling or like their frame gen, whatever you want to call it. NVIDIA has DLSS and AMD has FRS. Both are very good. PlayStation and Xbox use AMD.
In 2025, a lot of people are rocking 4K TVs. Just as a fun fact, our living room TV is still 1080p. I don't need my kids watching Blippi in 4K. All current generation consoles can quickly plug into a 4K TV and it'll just work. The graphics looks better than an older 1080p TV, but this is actually kind of fake news. The hardware in consoles can actually natively play most games in 4K. They're using upscaling. It's similar technology to what we hear NVIDIA talk about during every single GPU launch, and let's be honest for a second, most people do not like this direction of PC graphics. The actual rendering is done at a lower resolution, but then
there's like artifacting and shit around it and like other inconsistencies like with background and stuff like that. Native is the best. If you can play your game in native and it runs smooth, who cares what the frame rate is, especially if it's a fucking first person or single player game like this.
It's using upscaling for the 4K TV. A PC, if it has the proper hardware, can play at the real 4K. If you compare the 4K image quality of a PC versus console, even the non-tech savvy people can probably spot the difference. In addition, consoles are sometimes capping the 4K frame rates to 120, 60, or even 30 FPS. On PC, again, if you have the hardware, you can get much higher frame rates. Now, this only applies if you can actually put that extra money into a
if you can afford this case, you can afford like a fucking $5,000 PC. This is like a $500 case.
PC, this obviously will cost more than a console. This isn't a debate on value, but if you have the extra money to spend, a PC has much higher potential for better graphics.
Oh, T-Puds. This is old footage, dude. Still good. Oh, dude.
Check TMZ. Allegedly assaulted.
That was a clip that like didn't get used in the Big Bang. That was a fucking amazing video. This is sad, dude. This is really, really fucking sad that Emiru got SA'd at TwitchCon.
I mean, allegedly is literally on camera, right? And
Yeah,
I think
did
also
did
what
it
really
say
makes,
allegedly?
And I camera really on camera, right? I mean,
It said allegedly? Allegedly? TMZ, get your fucking shit straight, man. You're a joke.
I mean, allegedly is literally on camera.
It's on
right?
camera.
And
It's
I think
all
also
over.
what really makes this spicy, here's the reason what really makes it spicy, is the fact that she went against what Twitch said. I think that's what really spiced this shit up a lot.
That's crazy. Sam Wise, age 42. Still skateboarding. Fuck yeah, bro. That's rad.
All right, I'm here with my boy Mitch, who just left work. I'm gonna try to see if I can do this gap real quick. I've
Hell
broken
yeah.
2 boards on this bad boy, and it looks like people are actually working over here, so I've probably got maybe like 2 or 3 tries, so let's get it done.
He's wearing the Larry Bird jersey.
Hell yeah.
Just as big as last time.
Is he going up over the sign? Down to flat?
Ty, you got it. Come on.
Or just straight over to dock? Dude, I cannot. Oh, he is doing that. Oh, hell yeah. I can't imagine skating.
Let's go. You got this.
I mean, I could, but like, I barely skate now, dude. Like, like at 42, I don't know, man. Damn, the slams
you
have
had
to
it.
hurt days after.
Yeah.
Sticking.
Next try.
You got this, buddy.
Lock in, Sam. Yup.
Damn.
Yup.
Dude, the stick, I hate sticking like that. The ground looks bad too. Looks like cheese grater.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, dude. That feeling is so good. It's like literally that feeling is like fucking making the end game basketball shot.
Let's go.
So in the last 24 hours, there have been some leaks that, if in fact are true, are gonna bring me back to Fortnite in a very serious way. And that is a Simpsons season, or mini-season. This isn't
No
just
way.
your typical Simpsons skin collab.
They've had the Simpsons skins in Fortnite, but I doubt they'll do an entire season. I feel like people will get bored of that quick.
Collaboration. We are talking about a Springfield map. And let me explain why this is huge
Oh.
news. You see, one of the greatest and most underappreciated video games of all time was Simpsons Hit and Run. Think of it
dude.
like a Simpsons Grand Theft Auto, because that's
Or like Crazy Taxi. It was super good.
exactly what it was. And if Epic actually does have a Springfield-themed map coming to Fortnite with tons of Simpsons skins, we could be looking at the closest thing to a Simpsons Hit and Run sequel we've ever gotten. In fairness,
We're not gonna get a sequel to Hit and Run, dude. We're just not. But I mean, if you want, you can download it, you can emulate it. It is a fantastic game. Or if you probably have like Game Pass, if you're spending that money on Game Pass too, yeah, you could probably play it on there.
we could also be looking at just Springfield-themed mini POIs across the larger Fortnite map. I've heard
there's
things
more
like the
characters, like
Power
an
Plant,
entire, like-
the Quickie Mart,
like,
that sort of
cast?
stuff.
That'd be
But
cool.
I have also heard things like a completely faithful recreation of Springfield as a Fortnite map. And I swear to
That
God,
would
if
be
they give
really
us a
incredible.
Springfield map and they don't let us drive the vehicles, oh, I'm gonna be so frustrated. But I'm still gonna love it. And if this this does end up running throughout November or even the rest of the year in Fortnite, just imagine the skin possibilities. Not just the Simpsons family themselves, but stuff like Krusty the Clown, Ned
Dude, it'd be really
Flanders,
cool if they made a lot
Sideshow
of
Bob,
characters.
the comic book guy. I mean, the possibilities for skins are endless. And I am not ashamed to admit that I am going to dump lots of money into this season if they end up doing it right.
Dude, their monetization they have done with Fortnite is one of the best monetizations of any game of all time, and everyone is trying to steal it. And I shit you not, they're trying to do it. Like, the way that they have multiple games in the game is a whole nother level. Because now, like, Genshin Impact is trying to put other games inside their games, just like Fortnite. They're trying to make it a one-stop shop, man. That's what they're trying to do. And like, if they do follow what Fortnite did, they're going to make a ton of money. Not that they don't already.
And you better believe that my Twitch channel is going to be full of Simpsons Fortnite matches, along with some pretty fun collaborations. So, Epic, don't mess this up. Give us what we've been wanting for a very long time. I, personally, can't wait. So if you could have any Simpsons-themed skin in Fortnite, which one would you choose?
That's a good question.
But you must have seen the trampoline before, right?
These guys are some of the most creative
You guys skated a lot in the skate tails at it. You guys ever drop in on the roof?
Dude, a lot of tricks have gone down off the roof.
Okay, dropping in.
Man rant.
We heard you had a piece of skate history over here behind the trampoline.
They just tore out the spot of Brookside. This is the handrail that Brandon Westgate board slid up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Another guy on America 50-50'd up it.
Yeah. That's amazing you have that.
Yeah, those guys are fucking crazy, man. I think they're fucking awesome. Fancy Lad's dope. But guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Daily Dose of YouTube. This is Tater Streams saying thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out. Check all my other channels and shit in the description below. W.DG, code Tater Haters for 10% off. Remember guys, above all, keep yourself safe. Thanks for stopping by. Tater out.